So I hit start streaming again. Just so everybody knows why I'm giggling. Because we started.
Oh, no.
Uh,
Don't
with
tell me
talking
that
about
was the
summer.
first thing everybody heard.
Oh yeah, everybody heard all about summer. Hello everyone, we're back.
I
I
know, but
think.
Yes, I can see you on my tablet here. Oh, you're muted though.
Excellent.
Yeah. But as far as summer goes, I just want my cherries. Like,
Oh,
I
nope,
love
you're not.
cherries.
Nope, you're not muted. You're good.
Please
Okay.
tell me more about your cherries. Sorry, we keep
go on.
interrupting.
Well, I mean, I like cherry anything, like cherry soda, the actual cherries.
Yeah. The fake cherry flavor that we all know and love is, I would say, better than real cherries. But,
Yeah.
Hope everyone had a good short intermission while I restarted my computer. Duncan, if you're still here, congratulations on your doctorate. That's so freaking cool, dude. I can't believe it's been long enough that we've known each other that you've gone through the entire doctorate journey. That's amazing.
So,
Well done.
So now he's Dr. Duncan.
Dr. Duncan.
What kind of also, I was wondering if you had your OneDrive enabled, because OneDrive was wreaking havoc on my computer a year ago.
Oh, I might, because I did just get a notification about it. How do I turn that off?
I can't remember how I did it.
Well, I'll Google it, but that's good to know.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely not using it anymore.
Yeah, because OneDrive was definitely wreaking havoc on my computer, and I ripped out whatever I could. I think you just need to turn off Windows Backup or something.
Okay. That's good to know. Whoops.
God, I have to celebrate
Then,
last.
if necessary, find out what files of yours could possibly be corrupted, and then get those fixed if any files have been corrupted.
Okay, well, good news. I can't actually log in because my OneDrive account was my cryptic account, which I am locked out of, obviously. So, we'll just figure it out. Let me know when you got that custom match up, Drexpert.
Yep, all set to go.
Sick.
Okay.
It is really
join as
impressive
player.
how this game, it's really impressive how this game understands what the game I'm trying to join is full. Oh, wrong game. Wow, how did that happen? I was gonna say it's really impressive how this game switches from mouse and keyboard
We're doing the Battle of Yavin?
to HOTAS without any problem. Like just anytime you press something.
We are
One
ready.
thing I love that they canonized is that Captain Rex was at the Battle of Yavin.
Yes, I do love that.
Endor.
Battle of Endor.
Oh yeah, Endor.
Yeah.
I get the two grassy planets mixed up sometimes.
From my understanding, though, it was if you want to think that was Rex, you can.
Yeah.
But they never directly stated that that character was Rex, but it's the most likely fit.
There. Rex
did.
at Endor is just was that Rex or was that just some other guy who kind of looked like Rex? That's the ambiguity. But he was But it's like
but
Rex.
Sabine kind of did canonize it in her ending Mullen Rebels.
Yeah, but what I'm specifically talking about is people saying that Nick Sant is Rex.
It's canon that Rex was there. It's not canon that Rex was in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. And it took me so long to realize Nick Sant is a pun on Saint Nick. It's like,
oh yeah.
He looks like Santa. Because he looks like Santa. It's like, ha ha.
That's funny. Oh hey, multi-chat is working again. I can turn it back on.
I mean, but at the same time, though, they kind of During the Battle of Thal, they kind of gave him the same outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. All right. All right, we're good here. I have control.
Alright. Yes, and I forced it because this is such a pretty map.
Good. I love it. This map is gorgeous.
Yes, it is, and we're fighting in the gases of Yavin Prime. Unfortunately, oh, that's probably Yavin 4 just behind us, right there on the Star Destroyer.
Oh, I didn't know this was
Oh,
Yavin
Yavin 4
5.
right
That's interesting.
Or is it Prime rather? This is the gas giant.
Oh, okay.
Thus the orange.
Now I know I'm flying, so I'm flying a Reaper. I know it's a support ship, but I have ways to like drop things for y'all. I don't know how to do that. Yeah. Or
that is same way you would fire secondary weapons.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Do I have to target you, or does it just drop
right.
them?
You can drop them, or you can target us with them.
Okay.
Depending.
Cool.
So like turrets you can drop. The repair kit, like one I could use, you can target me and then shoot it at me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, when your PC was crashed, though, you kind of missed my war stories from the STO chat box on Xbox.
Huh.
I know.
All right. Call out if you need healing. I will try to find you and heal you. The Xbox STO chat. Oh, Broseph, you need help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an ion torpedo.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
I tried.
500 keys for $10. MMOBomb.com.
Oh yeah.
Or rather,
I'd say that's-
www.mmobomb.com.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the worst thing that happens these days during chat. Like,
Yeah.
like literally, I got. Thanks to a report I made, I got rid of the worst offender in chat.
Huh.
That's
good. I'm glad the reports actually worked.
Yeah, so it turns out the best thing you can do when someone's doing that in chat is just take a picture of what they're saying and start like an actual support ticket on the ARC website.
Yeah. That makes sense. Joey does a good job.
And the whole MMOBomb.com thing is probably also in violation of Microsoft's terms of service. So they would get their spoof Xbox account banned as well.
That's
And
funny
maybe
that
Xbox.
that it was MMO Bomb, because aren't they like a legitimate website?
Maybe, I don't know.
Also, I need to go and get.
I mean, when I started playing, the spam was always MMO Tank.
Oh yeah, MMO Tank is another one too. Yeah, that one too.
All right, I'm gonna deploy and then go back to the Star Destroyer to change ships.
That's like...
I am not a good support flyer. I remember now.
I'm trying to fly a bomber, and this thing does not have a turn rate.
Yeah, no, bombers
Yeah,
are definitely
but if
good for running.
But
making
if something's in front of you, though, it dies.
No, my brain.
I'm gonna try a
then
defender.
And if you set for enemy squadron, that will target, our AI equivalents.
Yeah.
And then enemy target enemies targets, them and all the, random pilot number 3 folks.
Got it.
Yeah. Pilot number 3 who makes his $112 for the day just being seen flying an X-wing with no dialogue. I kind of stumbled over my joke there.
That's all right.
Yeah,
it happens.
Even to this day, though, it's still kind of weird to be playing the what's that word? Seasonal events without the that crazy Vulcan terrorizing everyone for using a free ship.
What?
Yeah, that's the dude who I reported.
Oh. So he just harassed people for using a ship? What ship?
Anything that was free.
Oh. Okay.
Like, that would literally be any like he would be constantly spamming people to PvP. Like, that dude was a nutcase.
Wild. I wonder if that's Hicks.
No, his name for his character was actually Sirach, of all things.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier. Apparently, according to Parrot Analytics, The Acolyte is still like one of the most popular shows on streaming.
I heard
Like,
that,
on
and
media.
like there's a huge demand for season 2, which I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. Give me a season
Please,
2,
God,
please.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Celebration Japan is this month, so who knows?
I was so looking forward to. I was gonna try and go to that because I've never been to Japan, and so we were gonna go. We were gonna try to do like three, like a 2-week trip where we do Japan and we do Disney World over there, but 'twas not to be. Duncan, congratulations! You're amazing. Okay, see you later, bud.
All right, these shields are down. I'm gonna try and take out C.
All right.
Knock out C shields.
I'm gonna go make some runs on D while you're knocking out C shields. There was the turn rate of the turn rate of the bomber reminded me. Oop, not that
Down
time.
both.
Good.
Turn back.
The what did I say? Oh, in the old X-Wing, I guess it's not that old, but the X-Wing board game, there was the Imperial Shuttle was one of the ships you could get, and ships would get stressed for taking, turns that were too tight in that game. The shuttle got stressed for, like, any turn. Just like anything, anytime you tried to move it in any direction.
Let me know if any of y'all need support here.
I will.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on you guys. Oh, Rosa needs some. No, not quite.
I'm sure.
A defender, interceptor.
Oh, countermeasures! Ah, crap.
Aren't these things supposed to have shields?
The defenders do, but
They better be ready.
I don't think they're as good as Rebel shields.
Ooh, hang on.
Oh, they are most certainly not as good as Rebel shields. They feel terrible.
Yeah.
Why we resupplied you just as you died.
Well, thanks for trying.
Oh, bro stuff, yeah. So let me see.
Oh, I know. I was just.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to fly it like how I saw it in Rebels.
The defender.
Yep.
All right, we lost one cruiser.
Corvette is down.
Ready
Or-
and inbound.
Got one more. Moving in as quick as I can.
All right, I'm pulling back, switching to combat here.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Not so fast. Where did you go? Get him! Uh-oh.
All right, I can start making attack runs.
I didn't know I had a limit on my weapons. What am I doing?
Ah, finally got someone. Okay.
Oh, they shot my
Ah!
Yeah, they can do that.
Uh-oh. Speaking of torpedoes, I gotta remember to upgrade my maelstroms.
I had a brief moment where I lost sight of who exactly I was and what I was doing, and I was like, am I flying through a tunnel? But no, that's just the cockpit of my fighter.
I'm going for the capital ship.
don't, because then you're gonna die and we're gonna lose points, and we're gonna have to fight, kill another person. We're almost there.
Unless you're going for our capital ship, in which case you're doing great. Keep doing that.
Alright, I'm going for that Y-Wing. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill this U-Wing before I turn around and join the fight.
Alright, and bomber. Let's do this thing.
Ah, yes,
What?
I finally took it out.
What?
Mira! Dragons.
Oh god, it's insane that it's like freaking 20 years old. It's like, oh my god.
Only 20? I genuinely thought that would be older than that at this point.
Torpedo.
Alright. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to shoot you there.
Oh, who'd you shoot?
Oh, I think I shot you. I was using my Gatling gun.
Nice.
And what's funny is I love that when you accidentally hit an ally, it'll be like firing error or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
trying to excuse it. In some
That's
way.
funny.
Yeah, I'm just not able to get close to these frigates.
Yeah, these.
If only in real
these
life it was
darn
this much
rebels.
harder to be fascist.
I don't know. I feel much more comfortable just flying an X-wing most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Y-Wings were definitely better than those TIE bombers.
Dear Lord. Yeah, the
Yeah, why would
TIE
you
Defender
bring
just
this
gets
game?
wrecked.
It feels like all the TIEs just get absolutely demolished.
Yeah. Which is how it's supposed to work, balance-wise, but...
Yeah, I think we have like a little bit more hull than rebels do to counterbalance.
Yep, no more TIE Defender. I am no longer allowed to use the TIE Defender.
Oh. Target lost because I killed it, or someone did.
Something with torpedoes. Something of that. Alright, let's just go with a basic TIE fighter.
Ooh, I gotta destroy that Corvette.
Oh no, Renner Balsa.
Corvette shields are down.
Nice, nice.
Oh wow.
I used the Gatling laser on the TIE bomber, and this thing is insane for just sustained DPS.
Oh yeah, no,
I
I
don't-
love that.
I don't think
So
I'm
filthy.
drifting correctly, but...
And our shields are down.
I will find something that feels good to use. Well, let's just go back to the bomber for now, I guess.
The bomber that moves like a very slow, very confused cow.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm driving an 18-wheeler through space when I'm flying this thing.
Down and down. Keep on trucking.
Those are ties. Ow, what? How is the Nebulon hitting me from all the way out here?
Magic. Good one, Dexter.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I'm dead.
Alright. And the trick with the MC-75 with its shields is they're on opposite sides of the main hull. So that's what's tricky with the MC-75.
Okay, good to know.
This is mean sometimes.
I think we need to, you know, take out the frigates first before we start worrying about
Well, yes.
the FCA shields.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm
Actual
going.
75, like the Raditz, or the not the
Would this
Raditz.
not be an 80?
No, the 80s. The 80s Home One is like Home One and the Liberty.
Shit.
This is the 75 Rogue One. It was Radis's ship.
Oh, sorry, Disco. I definitely just shot you in the back like 3 times.
It's alright. We've gotten rid of those frigates. So.
I cannot, for the life of me, remember what Radis's ship's name is.
Home 1, isn't it?
No, that's Akbar's.
Oh, no, you're right. That's Akbar's.
Yeah.
Where's the shield generator on this thing?
You can switch to targeting flagship systems and hit them that way.
Yes.
Got one, and then died. Dexter, don't make me go back and watch every single Fast and Furious movie
Profundity.
again.
That's what it is.
Profundity, there we go.
Yes. It's a funny name. Funny name for a cool looking ship.
Yeah.
Wow, even in sci-fi we're using chafes.
Always.
Oh yeah, I live and die by those.
Everything in everything in Star Wars is based on World War II fighters. Everything.
My first introduction to chafing was actually GTA.
My first introduction to chafing was be on a really hot day.
Oh god.
I was gonna say Boy Scouts, but yeah.
Ooh, our source is at 45%.
That's no
I
good.
don't know if we're gonna win this one, boys.
That is one powerful ship. Defend against these Y-wings. Oh,
All right,
It's
Corvette
down.
destroyed.
It's just halfway down. It's halfway there. Just gotta take out a few named pilots
You got it.
before.
I'm going
they,
after
take out-
Swan Chazricht. Swan Chazricht
Oh, wow.
is the broy ass name. I might include him as a character in the next season of Yavin Radio.
I would expect a guy named Swan to be in a frat.
Yeah. Especially spelled with 2 N's.
Chased.
Yeah. Yes, but did he do it his way? Ha!
Ah.
Obscure book reference. Oh, Gilmore Girls.
You know, there was at one point
Hello,
where I
Tom
thought the
Kennedy.
rebels were at the disadvantage for using older ships, but honestly, these older ships are so much powerful than the Empire's.
I mean, the Y-wing is older, but the X-wing is
Pretty new. Yeah.
So's the B-wing.
Yeah, the B-Wing is really recent. That's why we don't see them until Jedi, except in Rebels.
Yeah, I am unsure of the A-wing though. I don't.
Yeah,
I
the
did not go down
A-wing,
a
I
rabbit
think-
hole on that one.
I think the A-wing was definitely around since the Clone Wars.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the A-wing is an older thing. It was the R-22 Spearhead, which then was modified to become the A-wing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know the
Yeah.
X-Wing exists because, or is a Rebel ship because the engineers at Incom were like, actually, fuck the Empire. Otherwise, it would have been the Empire's new fighter.
Which would have been like really
Bad.
dangerous.
But they were never actually going to use it. That's not the Tarkin doctrine, guys.
That's true.
Therefore, it doesn't matter.
You know, all things considered, he should have listened to Mahdi. It's, you know, the fact that you know, the Death Star used up so many resources that it to the detriment of the Starfleet. It's like Mahdi was right.
Yep.
But one thing I like about this too is that the ships end up moving that the capitals end up moving into broadside each other.
You know, the thing is, the thing about fascists is they often make stupid decisions based on just feelings, like, you know, putting a bunch of tariffs on countries that we don't need to do.
Yeah, yeah, you know, and or perceived slights and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're calculating tariffs based on trade deficits.
Yeah. Palpatine didn't want an efficient or well-run army. He wanted a big toy that would blow up anything he wanted.
Yeah.
Ready and inbound.
You know, I don't think we're gonna win this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
We're
doesn't
gonna
seem
need a
likely.
Yeah. But hey, I guess good for the rebels. You know?
Yeah.
Fighting off the fascists. Are we the baddies? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Ah, man. There are a lot of defensive weapons on that ship.
I
Probably
actually
help if
did
I
get
remembered how to
the
change my targeting mode.
Time to turn things around.
It's holding down a button, but I don't know what button it is on other control screens.
Which one?
Changing targeting mode.
Oh, for me, for Xbox, it's LT.
Yeah, I'm on PC.
Oh.
So then,
I don't know,
who
maybe between
knows?
matches you can- Yeah, I don't know, maybe between matches, look at the control scheme and see what's
Yeah,
up
sure.
there. Oh, I'm dead.
No.
Oh, the frat bro killed me.
No. Yeah, I'm definitely adding him as a frat bro character in season 2 of Yavin Radio.
You know, one thing I do think is interesting is how, with the new canon, they did the whole raid on the Makuta space dock to explain why, you know, Dodonna and everybody else was, you know, not there. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, they became such elites in the rebels after only, you know, 3
Because
years.
everybody died.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, it's also like, oh god, it's like just this massacre. And Alistair Petrie's character from Rogue One, he died there.
Yep.
Stash Man, you know, Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Whatever his name was. Dodonna. Yeah, just everybody was basically all the generals were killed there. God, what's Mustache Man's name? I know it. I cannot. For the life of me, I cannot freaking remember anything's names right now.
That's always
God.
happens to me on
You made me
stream.
hungry for chicken.
Yeah. No, I know. It's like the Colonel Sanders guy. Yeah. Oh God, he is. I was just saying Coleman Slosky, but that's Colonel Doctor from Scrubs. Yeah. It's a very like Earth name. I think is one thing that's throwing me off.
Carl Star Wars.
Something like
Steve.
that.
Oh my god, is that John Empire Strikes Back?
Well, of
Woo!
course, there's the always famous Wilro Hood.
I love Wilro Hood so much.
And the running of the Wilro.
The running of the hoods.
Oh yeah. And him and his ice cream maker. I mean, Camtono. Yeah, it's totally Camtono, not an ice cream maker that they just randomly used as a prop and became a whole thing.
That was I love that they included that as a Camtono.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, this is gonna be like probably our last real push. So maybe we can eke something out. It's gonna be hard, or it's gonna be uphill, but maybe we can eke something out.
I believe in us. But not if I fly in completely the wrong direction.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Go. Boop. Unfortunately, oh god, we haven't even knocked out his shield.
The return of Jason guy, Dexter says, but what about the return of Jed guy?
Ooh, it was at 22%, so we can maybe eke out a win
Okay.
with some luck. Well, or more than a little luck. So if we can get like right on top of it, inside the shield, and just start burning rounds into its foe.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Stay locked on. Get me out of this tractor beam.
Ah.
Not Wolfularian. Mustache guy.
Yeah, I just can't get close.
I can, but only for, a short few seconds.
Oh wait, no, hang on. Its hull is still really good. So it's 68%. Sorry, I was looking at I was looking at its power system, I think, or something. I was looking at its system. Yeah, no, we're out of here. But hey, you know, good for the rebels. And, you know, boo us because we're fascists.
Yes.
Hey, we put up a good fight, but you know what?
The right people won.
Yeah, the right people won. You know.
They better be ready.
Betray the Empire!
I do love watching a Star Destroyer crack in half and explode.
Yes, that is fun. See. Oh, I got 11 kills. Cool.
Nice.
And one of them took out. Oh, Rinner took out 2 subsystems. Bob Hudsole, that's his name.
Ah, okay.
Bob Hudsole is Colonel Sanders.
Bob Hutsole.
Yeah, like I said, it was a very, you know, Earth name.
I love that.
Bob.
Bob in space.
Bob.
Yeah.
I thought we were switching back to Rebels.
Yeah, we are. It's we gotta get back to the waiting room here.
Oh, so just close out then?
No. Hang on, we're moving back to the waiting room. That's and then you just need to come back in here. Same thing here. I just need to change match settings. Subio. It's funny because it sounds like a Phil Collins song.
You know, Dexter, you joke, but 1,000 people would pay for that.
You know, I never noticed it until it was pointed out to me, but Rockstar Games really like Phil Collins.
I mean, who doesn't like Phil Collins?
I know, but I guess they always have one of his songs. For those of you on PlayStation, you may remember GTA Vice City, or is actually been while he's doing a concert.
Unfortunately, you broke up really badly during that, so I heard a few of you concert.
Oh. Oh, so as I was trying to say, those of you on PlayStation may remember a game called GTA Vice City Stories.
Yeah.
You actually do have to defend Phil Collins while he does his concert.
That's incredible.
Oh, yeah. Also, Tarzan is the most grossly underrated and underappreciated Disney movie soundtrack of all time.
Ha!
It is entirely Phil Collins, and I will defend Tarzan soundtrack. It is all bangers.
I will I will not fight that because I don't remember Tarzan well. And also because everyone gets to like what they like.
My heart.
But yeah,
Yes,
I do
you
remember
will.
a slight amount of controversy when they were bringing Dr. Dre in the GTN line, and I would literally always follow up with, dude, Phil Collins was literally in GTA's Vice City Stories.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time Rockstar's brought a real life musician into the game.
Nor the last, probably. I love hearing that launch alarm right before we go out.
I mean, there's also, in addition to Dr. Dre, they also did bring in Anderson .Paak.
I don't actually know who that is.
I recognize the name. I couldn't name a single song.
Drummer.
Yeah, he's a lot newer on the scene, I think.
You've heard... Not really. He's been around. You have to remember, the contract came out 6 years ago.
Huh.
DLC was 6 years old.
My God.
The thing that you'll probably recognize the most is the album that Anderson .Paak worked on with Bruno Mars, Silk Sonic. He was the drummer
Oh,
on
okay.
Silk Sonic.
Oh. But yeah, they actually had a character model for him. And you actually do get to see him towards the latter end of the what do I call it? I'm trying to focus on shooting and trying to remember what I was trying to talk about.
I'm having the same problem. The only thing I really know
towards
Bruno
the end of
Mars
the
for right now
concept
is
DLC, you actually get to watch. They actually make you do this for like a few minutes. You actually watch Dr. Dre and Anderson .Paak do some singing in the recording booth.
oh, that's cool.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to explain because
Yeah, it's a cool cutscene.
Yeah.
And they even let you go back and visit it afterwards. Occasionally, Dre will text you and be like, "Hey, we're doing a recording session at the studio. You can go in and watch some cutscenes."
Oh, that's fun.
you can actually go back and replay the whole thing and still get like $1 million.
Yeah, but it's not worth the amount of time you spend on it. It's easier to just go do KO Perico.
Yeah, so if I go
I
to a
mean-
sporting studio when you can go bowling with your cousin.
Technically, I would agree with you on KO Perico, but I've got PTSD from how many times I've run that heist. Like, there was this brief moment where I played with the Dark Viper AU on GTA on PC, but to do that I had to get a PC account booted up and stuff, and basically I would just grind endlessly to just get all the cool gadgets and stuff I have on Xbox.
Mm,
So yeah, that heist for me is like,
you've just done it too many
right there.
times.
Yeah. Take down that light cruiser.
I'm working on it.
Does it have shields?
Yes, they do. But unfortunately, it's, once they're down, they're down.
One of the.
No, your wife
think
just took
that's like
down
the
our
only-
Corvette.
Oh no!
Enemy behind you.
Honestly, the thing I loved about the Bad Batch, is they still used the Venators when the Empire was there.
Yeah.
So you just had these nice gray Venator classes.
It was cool to see, like, kind of the transition period.
Yeah.
Although I'm still bummed they made Scorch such a big baddie. He was the comic relief. That's like, oh.
Huh.
Yeah, because he was from Republic Commando, and so he was the comic relief voiced by, oh god, Raphael Savarch, who's Caden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was the comic relief, and they made him into, and you know, they cameoed episode of Clone Wars, and then they made Scorch into the commando that was kind of monitoring things at Candace. So it's like, oh,
Oh.
he's the baddie. It's like, oh.
Well, you know. War turns a lot of people into bad people.
Well, also Order 66.
Also Order 66.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Boss Set Picture and Scorch were the 4 commanders from Republic Commando. God, Scorch has some really great lines in that. Gameplay-wise, it actually aged quite well, which is nice.
I've heard. I've got it on Steam. I should try it sometime.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a relatively linear shooter.
That's okay.
I
Oh
think-
my god, I got 3 missiles coming at me?
I'm not saying that as
Five.
like a knock, but like linear shooting games are going to exist forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, gameplay and stuff doesn't always age, even with linear shooting and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Coming at you, Vanguard.
I don't, personally, I prefer my shooters to be somewhat linear.
Dude, who is on me? This guy will not leave me alone.
I'm gonna try and
At
take
least
out
I
this
have to dinner
raider.
first. Holy.
Let's take him to dinner first.
Yeah, dude, I had a guy in an interceptor just on my tail the entire time.
I have got to save that line for the next time I'm playing GTA.
We almost got it, Disco. Yeah!
And I just got your wife.
Ah.
Let's got it back for killing over the Corvette.
Missile coming at me.
Oof.
I got revenge.
No, revenge is the dish best served cold with pinto beans and muffins.
I
Freakazoid.
prefer proton torpedoes and
everything.
lots of laser cannons.
Yes. That is the way. No!
You know, okay, so here, big question.
Okay.
Star Trek versus Star Wars, who wins?
It depends on a lot of different factors. Like
Yeah.
the
like,
Federation versus the Empire probably trounces it. The Federation versus the Rebel Alliance, probably the Federation wins.
Yeah, because I gotta say though, Star Wars has the speed advantage because they have hyperlanes and stuff, so they don't need to worry about, you know, passing between planets and all that stuff that Star
Yeah.
Trek does. However, Star Trek uses like antimatter explosion warheads as their main heavy weapon, and I gotta figure that they would probably not do well against Star Trek would probably not do well against those.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The whole thing is that it's different shield technology in each universe. So
Yeah.
we have no idea if phasers and blasters would both affect things differently, or...
Yeah, but you gotta say a matter-antimatter warhead against most anything unshielded or not designed to take a warhead like that. It would probably not do well. So I gotta say it would probably be a massive. There'd be massive casualties on both sides. But I think ultimately Star Trek would win out by pure firepower.
Yeah, I don't know.
Star Trek weapons are multiple magnitudes stronger than Star Wars weapons.
So that's what every
Even if the shields
Trekkie...
were comparable,
That's what every Trekkie I've ever heard says, but I had a friend once who showed me a website where they did a whole bunch of science on, you know, like how much damage we actually see the different weapons doing in the movies, and it actually is pretty comparable.
Okay.
A Star Destroyer bombardment is actually pretty scary no matter what universe you're from.
Yeah. And then you have now Borg assimilate the Death Star, turn it into a planetary assimilation weapon.
Then everyone's
That would
dead.
be scary. Yeah, that would be scary.
Then everyone's
Someone
dead, yeah.
loses that battle.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh, Fragrance, put that in movies, please.
They got a lock.
And I am excited to see that.
No. Stupid Empire.
Oh yeah, I saw that. God, I mean, really, all things considered, it really seemed. I got zapped. I'm dead. I'm gonna die.
Don't die.
I'm gonna try and get a few hits on their cruiser here before I blow up, and I just blew up. But yeah, it really seems like WB seems to be hedging like all their bets on success of Superman.
Well, it's
All
the
things
start of the
considered
new
right now.
universe, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, with all their other stuff going on, it seems like they're really, really, really counting on Superman to succeed,
Yeah.
like in a big way.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just.
It does kind of bother me that DC isn't doing like this continuous universe thing that Marvel is doing.
They are now. And they were before, but they canceled it because it was not doing well. And most of the movies were not... I was going to say bad, but that's subjective. But definitely weren't hits.
Yeah, I mean, even the weakest Marvel movie still makes a shit ton of money.
Yeah. But the new... the Superman is basically the launch point of a new shared universe because they're trying again with James Gunn at the helm.
Yeah, which actually technically Creature Commandos did.
Yeah, it was the
launch,
first.
Which actually what's really interesting is the crossover there with some of the Creature Commandos characters in Superman.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, because it's gonna be, oh god, Indira Varma's character and Rick Flag Sr. are gonna be the two ones crossing over as far as we've been told so far.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh,
And then-
goodness. I'm making myself dizzy.
And
Sometimes
then,
spinning is a
with-
bad trick.
Yeah. Which I was gonna say something, I don't remember.
I know, but there was this piece of wreckage that was circular. I just had to.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I have the hiccups right now, but it's a very annoying thing to have on a stream.
Did you try swallowing some air, kind of inducing a burp?
No. How do you swallow air?
You just
It's hard to explain. You just.
Okay, I can try that.
Like basically gasp. Almost.
Okay.
Yeah. Personally, what I do is I just suck in some air and then try and
Vanguard 3, you're doing
push it down, and then it kind of induces a burp that way.
Got
Yeah,
it.
it's you're almost swallowing the air, the free air that's kind of just floating in your throat.
Got it.
So you kind of force it down. It's once you figure out how to do it, it's a lot easier to do it the next time and stuff. And
Yeah.
that's a lot.
It's really intuitive to do. It's really unintuitive to explain.
Yeah, that makes sense. I usually do the whole, like, I usually just breathe in until, like, the area around my sternum is just, like, full and hold that as long as I can. That sometimes works, but, but that is not something I'm going to do on a stream. It's supposed to be talking.
Yeah, I would say we try and scare you, but the world is scary enough as is.
Yeah.
Anything that would actually frighten you.
Ooh, tariffs!
Oh, no!
Oh no, my economy! What happened?
Ooh, inflation! Ooh, the stock market is going down, so your 401k is being impacted. Ooh, are you scared yet?
Yes. But I was already, so I don't think it helped.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think we could say anything that's scary enough to induce it
Yeah.
to induce a removal of the hiccups.
Tickets to Australia for disco when?
Yeah, I don't know, can't. Oh god, what's insane is, you know, typically with like everything, you know, an unpopular leader and the party losing popularity, and then, you know, next election is gonna flip. Well, Trudeau's party, the Liberal Party of Canada, is actually up in the polls and looking to actually gain seats at the end of the month come the election. Which is like insane.
That's great.
Because, well, yes, it is, but it's also like, and actually the leader of the Conservative Party might actually lose his seat in the election. Like,
That's wonderful.
They are like, no, I know, but it's also just one of those things it's absolutely insane. It's one of those things that never happens. Like, you know, the unpopular leader goes out, and then his party gets shellacked in the elections. It's like, no, it's his party is actually probably going to gain seats and have a solid 50% plus one at least majority, which is like, yeah, it's like, yeah.
Okay, but fragrance doesn't work?
I crashed into a piece of wreckage. Oh, I'm hit again.
I think I just crashed into one of you.
I got stunned underneath the Star Destroyer.
Well, couldn't get close to the Star Destroyer.
I'm this gem blessage guy.
Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate the sage advice.
Oh, I got zapped.
Of course it did. Yeah, this is Fleet Battles. You're 100% correct.
What the heck?
Huh.
I was texting someone while flying.
Oh.
My bad.
That, yeah, that's not a good idea.
Oh my god, you gotta. I just saw the little tag there. No, Disco Dragon. Are you working for the Empire?
No. I was just trying to fly through this
Flying a
tube,
battle.
and then Broseph just came through and hit me.
Spies within the Rebel Alliance.
Almost down.
Hey, listen, they got cool uniforms.
All right,
Go to the
let's go down.
Terrans, but you don't see me going down to Vulcan with a orbital bombardment.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Silk.
Flying to battle.
Come up.
Very dangerous.
Oh,
You don't want to come up? Here we go.
is that your kitty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Drexper, back to that thing you were talking about with the Xbox gamer tags. I have
Yeah.
both the one with the discriminator and the what do you call it?
Hi.
Classic.
Yeah, mine's the classic and stuff, but you know, if I change, I don't want to. I want to change it, but I don't want the discriminator because it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have two options. I think because what I did was when I changed to Disco Dragon, I became Disco Dragon 17, 13. Then I realized my mistake. Oh, why do I still have Iron Man? And then I was like, oh.
Huh.
Oh, our shows are down. Shoot.
And then I found out that you can pay to change your classic tag.
Ah.
I think you can still keep the classic tag. I think you might have to still adopt the one with the discriminator, but you can still.
Yeah, I'll
It's
look
hard to
into that.
explain.
As far as I know, everything. It's just you know you can have any gamer tag you want, but if you choose one that somebody already has, you're gonna have a discriminator.
I mean, there shouldn't be anyone else called a Trexpert, should there?
Yeah, you never know.
It is a somewhat popular franchise. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this niche little sci-fi thing from the 60s. I don't know if you've heard of it.
It might be too
I
underground
mean,
for you.
I could check to remember how to, but I'm kind of flying here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
I'm
don't
really,
do what I did.
yeah, speaking of 60 stuff, what I'm really looking forward to is the next season of For All.
Where did our Corvettes go?
I don't know.
Oh
The Corvette is
no, our
slowly
capital
making its way
ship is
through the
taken.
debris field.
Yeah, any else seen For All Mankind on Apple?
I started watching it, and then I got to, without saying too much, the giant tragedy that occurs while he's on the moon,
The Empire.
and it just
Oh,
seemed
yeah.
so pointless to me. Like, I didn't understand what it did for the story or why they would do that, and it just sort of
Yeah.
turned me off to it.
It definitely sets. There's definitely stuff that's set up with it in the following season.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Part of it was, you know, her story was over, but it's also it sets up stuff for the next season as well.
Oh no, this was the kid.
Oh.
and, you know, speaking about the moon, one thing I don't understand about Starfield is why some people choose to build outposts on the moon.
Because they can.
Like, I'll
That's
literally
literally
see.
the only reason. Because
Yeah.
they can. That's why.
I know, but you got all these planets out here, but you decide to stay in the solar system. Why?
Well,
Because
some
they
people think the
can.
moon is cool.
Yeah, the moon is
All right,
kinda
there's
cool.
she started for shield generators are both down.
I
And
know,
its
but
targeting system is down, so it's.
What
so its
can I
weapons are less
say
accurate now.
except you're welcome?
you don't even get the full view of Earth because Earth is dead in Starfield.
Eh.
Maybe it's nostalgia.
People have their fun.
Yeah, and I actually set up an outpost on Earth right at the unlisted Tower of Pisa.
Ah, okay.
Really?
So I
Tower
actually-
unlisted?
Yes, it's in there, but it was never made into a. There is snow globe there, but it's not part of the whole thing.
Oh, God
But
damn.
I actually managed to find it thanks with some help from the internet, and I set up an outpost right there, so I'll never lose it again.
Is there
Nice.
not a? I thought that each of the landmarks was unlocked by reading books. Did that one just not make the list?
Right, it did, and apparently there was
Yeah,
yeah, that one. I think like the Himeji Samurai Castle, or like something in Shanghai, was on the is like in the code, but the model for the structure is not even in the game. Like it's not it's not visible on Earth. I guess Pisa was cut at the last second or something because the model and snow globe are there,
but it's not
Right.
actually accessible by the way the game normally
Right.
teaches you that stuff.
Right. Exactly. So you have to go find it manually.
Ah.
It is a challenge unto itself, but it's definitely worthwhile. 'Cause it's like, hey, I found it, sort of thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, Earth needs some of that Lucari proto matter.
I know, right? Or something.
It almost looks exactly like the
Hi,
planets
buddy.
that Kathy bombed. An auto turret.
Their auto turret defense is disabled.
Yeah, that's so you got target system. Yeah, so they're not
I've read that.
fully offline.
Wait,
They're
no,
just
I'm
less
just
accurate.
making a reference to Battlefront 2.
Oh, yes. Got it. See, Battlefront 2 Classic, I think, is actually a little bit better than modern Battlefront 2.
I don't know. I've never played it, and it's really hard to play and enjoy. Like I've tried a couple of times in like the modern era. It just is such an old game at this point.
Yeah.
It feels like
it
an old
is,
game.
but- yeah, it does. I guess part of it might just be I'm running on nostalgia.
Yeah. Hey, nostalgia's a hell of a
I just
drug.
play with mods that make it look really good.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Well,
plenty of like really good visual mods for the game.
Yeah. Well, I also have it on Xbox, so.
That does make it a little harder.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just play for the nostalgia of it. Stuff is just fun flying around and whatnot. I mean, but yeah, like I said, if you take current modern Battlefront 2 and classic Battlefront 2, smush them together, that would be like a perfect combat game.
Star Destroyer is at 26%.
Yes. So
Let
we
us-
basically just need, and its shields are down, so you just start hitting the hole.
Yep.
And this thing. Oh.
Their
shoot.
power systems are almost destroyed.
Yes, actually, they are. Broseph just took them down, so we can just start
Oh,
shooting
I finished it?
zappy bits. Yes, so shoot the zappy bits.
Sweet.
Boom.
Whoa ho ho!
Nice.
It still had a little bit of health when I died, so I thought that I hadn't gotten it.
Oh, no, it's like, it looks like you got it, like, right as you died, sort of thing. Like, your last couple laser bolts out there blew it.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Two
Ooh,
of us
hey,
are literally just giving a thumbs up.
ooh, hey.
Wow.
Hey, Kel, you got 11
32.
kills.
Ooh, all right. Go me.
You,
Man, do you see that creep score? I had 32 CS. That's wild.
How many kills did I
9,
manage to
13,
get?
and 1. 32 AI kills.
Holy
What?
shit.
You're telling me not one of my torpedoes hit?
there,
I
Gem
Oh my god, I
Blessing
got
was
the
their
most
top kill.
player kills, but one AI kill.
Alright, hey, let me change up, match details, let's, oh, wrong one. Yavin, ooh, no, we haven't yet,
You know, I
okay.
was just thinking about how the color palette changes based on the Empire or the game.
Oh, yeah.
Then I started thinking about how you can change the color palette in STO.
Mm.
The only thing that bothers me about that though is the loading screen UI doesn't change when you change it
I'm gonna try to be in a bomber
For
this
the-
time.
for the console. I mean,
Although I wish I could.
The bomber feels pretty good compared to like the TIE bomber.
Trying to figure out what
yeah,
4
this is much better than. Oh wow!
Yes, I will kill more AI, only to save Studio Ghibli. You're right, Dexter.
You know, it would be fun, like for hypothetical Squadrons 2, Squadrons Clone Wars.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those growing up when you grew up with Star Wars. I don't love the designs of Clone Wars era fighters as much. And then of course, you know, sequel era ships are just the same ships, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, personally, I've always preferred the Clone
Let's
Wars,
get 'em, Vanguard.
but that's because I grew up with Lego Star Wars 3.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my whole introduction to Star Wars.
Yeah, all of my really favorite Star Wars ships are ones that were either never canonized or most recently canonized, really recently canonized, because I, fell in love with the EU first.
Yeah. Well, I know, like, the E-Wing... I think the cloak-shaped fighter is actually technically canon now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I am, like... I am begging LEGO to make another game like LEGO Star Wars 3, because that one was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, Skywalker Saga has a lot of those elements in it. Not the planetary capable stuff, but...
I know, the things I liked the most was planetary battles.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, cloak-shaped fighter was mentioned in Heir to the Jedi.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
So it's mentioned but not fully shown up anywhere yet. That's still cool. Oh,
actually, it did technically show up in the novel attacking Luke.
Oh, okay.
But we haven't seen them, but no visual record of them so far, per se.
I don't know where all the named fighters are.
Set it to enemy squadron. That is us, but them. No, enemy squadron is all their named people.
I just was looking up Chima, because we were talking about that earlier, which actually sounds super cool. But then I was also looking at, that reminded me to look at LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Not LEGO Star Wars The Freemaker Adventures, which is one of my favorite TV shows ever, just really, really good. And it turns out they canonized that, sort of. There was a book about robots that's narrated by Roger from that show. Or about droids, it's narrated by Roger from that show, so they, he talks about some of the events of the show, which makes them technically canon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here, I guess.
It's very exciting for me.
Fun.
Uh-oh.
I'm just waiting for them to recanonize the glove of Darth Vader and Trioculus.
Hate the Star Cluster or die? Yeah.
Greetings. Yeah, and the Moffrins. Those are my first Star Wars novels, but God, looking back, it's like, God, they're so corny. And corny in a, you can kind of make fun of them way because they're so corny way, but...
Yeah.
It's like they've kind of become memes unto them. It's like, I bid you dark greetings.
Yeah,
like,
what is that?
Okay.
What is the glove of Darth Vader?
Oh, it's a 6-novel series from the early 90s.
Oh,
where
okay.
You have the three-eyed supposed son of Palpatine trying to find the glove of Darth Vader after Endor, so he can claim his legitimate throne of the Empire.
Oh.
But it turns out that the Jedi Prince, who's been living underground on Yavin 4 for his whole life,
The Jedi Prince.
yes, is the grandson of Palpatine, because his mother, Kendalina, his name is Ken, his mother's Kendalina,
Oh my
is
God.
the daughter of Palpatine.
That's funny.
She is not. She was a Jedi, she is not. His son is a three-eyed mutant in prison.
Oh my God.
It's like, so seeing Rise of Skywalker, I'm like, oh my God, there's so much love of Darth Vader in that.
Maybe J.J. Abrams was secretly a fan.
Something, yeah. It's like Trioculus, Triclops, Ken, his mother Kendalina, living in a secret, living not knowing he's a Jedi in a secret underground city. Just him and a bunch of droids.
That's funny.
And then there's there's also a very preachy pro-environmental message, which I'm all for and stuff, but it's also like it's very beat you over they very much beat you over the head with it. Like they stopped some Quailodon hunters and stuff, and this guy who is very, very pirate looking, he's very Captain Ahab looking, hunting this one Quailodon. It's like,
Yep.
so it's there.
That's cool. I loved the
They're odd.
I loved the Star Wars Choose Your Own Adventure books in the 90s as a kid. There was one of the 15 people who at the time had canonically stolen the Death Star plans for the first Death Star.
Yeah.
I made a short film about that when Rogue One came out, but unfortunately it's lost to time.
Yeah, but speaking of the, oh, where was I going with this?
I don't know. Ah!
I just saw this Imperial Corvette cruise up, and I was like, I gotta shoot that thing down.
It's a problem with talking and playing a video game at the same time.
That's why I've been so quiet. The worse I am at a game, the less I talk while I play.
Well, see, what's even worse is when you're trying to, because, you know, you're calling your bank or whatever because you know you're going to be on hold for beyond, so you're playing a video game while trying to talk to your bank or something, and all of a sudden it's like, something big happens while you're also trying to go, hey, yeah, so, so I'm overdrawn by, like, by $200, and it's like, oh, hey, hang on, so I hang on.
I had to learn, because I do play video games during meetings sometimes in order to, like, be able to better focus on the meeting, but it has to be a certain kind of video game. It can't be like, you know, something like this where I have to focus, and I'm going, all the time, and it can't be like, you know, it has to be something like Bubble Bobble or you know, Fall Guys.
I would play Balatro.
Balatro's great for
If
that.
I'm on hold, if I'm on hold with someone, I'll either be driving around or playing some STO, doing something that I don't need to full focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ship RB is a really good way to kind of just keep yourself entertained while you're on the hold.
Yeah.
Or talking, or making a really boring phone call that you absolutely have to make because, you know, you can't, because there's no other way to get in touch with them because, you know, it's like...
Well, and they're always, you call and the hold music is always like, you should go to our website for way better and faster service. And you're like, I've been there. I spent an hour trying to figure out the answer to my question. I can't. I need one of you to talk to me.
Yeah, it's like... Oh, you know, the other day I actually thought, now, you know, man, generally speaking, I'm generally kind of anti-AI the way it stuff.
Yeah.
But one thing that, like, your ChatGPT and stuff would actually be kind of fun for in a positive way is kind of like is kind of making a more Zork type game a little bit more dynamic.
Oh, yeah?
Honestly, I'm gonna admit to this real quick. I do just fuck around with ChatGPT by asking it random nonsense questions.
Yeah. I do too, but I use Microsoft Copilot, I do too, but usually I'm asking it like really involved questions and just like, hey, so what if the moon was made of cheese? And let's run the math on that and see. Like, to me, that's the sort of thing that it's fun for. Is when you're doing like these really bizarre stuff that nobody on the internet has ever done the math for and stuff. But like, and I'll do that every once in a while, like if I'm bored or whatever. But like, as far as practical usage goes, like some sort of like dynamic Zork game, which, you know, it needs some pre-programming and stuff, but like that would, at least as far as I can figure, that would be a actually good use for it because it's a text-based game.
The big problem is what was the text trained on, you know? Because like Meta's AI just stole a bunch of my friends' books.
Yeah. See
Honestly,
that. Oh, good.
Honestly, a really good practical use for ChatGPT is asking it questions you would never ask another human.
Yeah, but you can also ask Google those questions without, you know, using stolen stuff and taking away the, you know, and destroying the environment.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where it's like I'm just like super bored, or like just, you know, wait and there's. Yeah, I hate that I do that, but it's also like, you know, trying to figure out if the moon was in fact made of cheese, how would it impact the gravity of the Earth? That's, you know, you'd actually have to talk to go somewhere, talk to a physicist, have them find the time to hammer. You know, like I said, that's. Hey,
hey, chat, do me a favor. Somebody Google if the moon was made of cheese. What effect would it have on the What effect would it have on the gravity of Earth? And see if somebody's already written that article.
One thing that does make me sad about console STOs, there's still no real way of hiding.
Of hiding what?
You know those little pop-ups that say so and so has won.
Oh yeah, it's like. Yeah, it's like
I know how to turn those off on the PC, but not the Xbox.
Well,
seeing all these pop-ups just reminds me of that a little. Uh-oh, I'm tractor beamed. I'm tractor beamed.
Okay, well, here's an Ask Astronomy.
There's a Reddit thread about it.
Fragrance?
Probably has answers.
Yeah, just a quick. Yeah.
Rule 34 cheese milk.
Yeah,
Oh no,
okay.
fragrance.
Fragrance, no.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't use it very often. Like maybe a couple. I think I maybe used it like 3 times last year. Like when I was just excruciatingly bored. So
Yeah.
I'm not like a regular. Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like.
I tend not
It's-
to use it.
I
I've messed around with it in the past, but I was like, this isn't really worth my time.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's like.
The drawbacks outweigh.
Yeah.
I could just go play video games, and if I want to read crappy
Yeah.
ChatGPT writing, well, all I need to do is go and look at the emails I get from students.
Yeah. But for me, it's like.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's like excruciating boredom waiting for your car to be ready at the dealership because it's getting serviced or whatever. It's like,
Well, yeah, but you've got the whole of human knowledge and history at your fingertips.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I know Wikipedia and stuff. I know.
targeting system is taking much longer to take out than I'd like.
Yeah.
It really
We've
bothers
almost tried
me.
it shield.
It really bothers me how the algorithms for both Bing and Google seem to cover up the STO wiki.
Huh?
The good, not the old, not the good one, not the fandom one. I assume you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
it's
good
just
one.
going to take a
Good
lot
one.
of years for us to a lot of time and people navigating to the good one before it becomes higher up on search results.
Yeah, I've actually warned my fleet several times about this, because I've noticed in my fleet Discord that some members will be posting links from the fandom, and I'm like, oh, hold on there.
That's not the
you
Discord
want
we
to go to
use.
Wiki.net.
That doesn't get updated anymore, too. So
Yeah.
that information might be out of date.
And as a pretty regular editor of the new STO wiki, please use it.
It's great.
I've been
It's a
using it
wonderful
since-
resource.
Since it launched.
Yes.
I love it.
There was
And
one
actually-
the most panicked I've ever seen Jeremy was the day that we thought that subreddit was down. Or not that that wiki was down.
Oh. Yeah, and actually, I put together actually kind of, I guess, any kind of a memorial page, but I updated because the page on that for Cryptic had folks who had worked there in like 10 years. It didn't have Mo or
Oh, yeah.
Donna or any of them on there, so I updated it and then also said, oh, by the way, okay, also they've left now, so it's like, and then I did create a new one for Deca though. So
Oh,
for
that's
that,
good.
So
On the new
Yeah, so I-
new one, I mean, you mean?
on the new
Yeah.
one, yeah. Because God, I really want Memory Alpha and Memory Beta and Wikipedia to migrate off of fandom, but
Yeah.
those are probably like operated by fandom, so those are never leaving anytime soon. So I'm part of me wants to create a new Memory Alpha with blackjack and hookers, as it were.
Yeah.
just to get it out of under fandom's thumb.
Blackjack hooker and less ads.
Yeah, basically, because like Halopedia went independent, still thriving, and you know.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
know
an
Minecraft
absolutely good
Wiki
use of your
has
money,
also
Jeremy.
gone independent.
Yeah.
Because it's an incredible
And
resource that
shields are
people use.
offline.
Sweet. Yeah, the STO wiki is an incredible resource that really is needed,
Yeah. Well, I
especially
mean,
with a
like,
game
Memory Alpha
as
has been
freaking
used.
complicated as ours.
Yeah, even Memory Alpha was used by some of the Star Trek, some
Oh,
of
yeah.
the Star Trek writers and stuff.
Yeah, you've got to. When you're adding something to a franchise that's that old. Did we just win?
There goes the Star Destroyer.
Nice.
Yeah. See, unfortunately, with Memory Alpha, they can take some stuff a little bit too seriously. Like they have the list of the USS Gold because it was in one Okudagram back in 1988 that was never intended to actually be. And it's like, no, it's obviously a joke. As so is the USS Hawkeye Pierce, and it's like
There's
they're
there.
not-
I know absolutely nothing about people who work on Star Trek related things who take it too seriously. I have no experience in that.
Yeah.
I think part of it is that from the perspective of any other normal Star Trek fan, none of that is going to be too serious.
Oh yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
That's just the baseline.
yeah.
So,
Jeremy,
I think-
only tangentially.
Yeah, but I do think the reason why the
hi,
functionality
Bort.
to hide Oh, hello there, Bort. But yeah, as I was saying about the in-game fly-ins, I've noticed that on STO on the PC, the like you click the chat box, right? And you can turn off the fly-in settings from there, but
Yeah. Okay. But not on Xbox.
the chat box doesn't have that on the console.
That's too bad.
Yeah. See, yeah, and like, what Bort said too is like, see, me, I take my Star Trek Online kind of seriously, but I also know that it's a video game, it's a theme park, and so I don't take it too seriously.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You know.
the thing is,
For me, it's just
the stuff that always
I mean, it
bugged me
doesn't-
was when people would get in the way of adding fun things to the game because it didn't fit, respect for the IP or whatever. The Badgie combat pet, I was really surprised that it actually got put in because I had been told no on that several times. They didn't where it was
I want my Moopsy launcher.
Moopsy launcher. Get on it, Jeremy.
I want to be standing on ground. I want to have like a little glass tube looking thing in it. And as you fire it, it goes Moopsy.
Prepared for battle.
All pilots, we have ties in the way of that Star Destroyer.
See, what
Can
my
I wait
favorite, like,
to unlock my cam and look around while I'm flying?
That's what I loved about playing in
Yes.
VR.
Destroyer.
yes, there is. For Xbox, it's double tap right stick, but then you also roll while you do it. I don't know about PC.
I'll have to check it.
Wait,
That'd
what?
be fun to be able to look around.
If you can get, if anybody can get like a cheap VR helmet to play this in, like if you can find an old one, because I think it works with the Rift 1, or Quest 1, I mean, I absolutely
do
recommend
that?
it. I don't know, what'd you do?
I just got a kill and I have no idea how.
You might have damaged someone and then they like ran into something.
Yeah, or did you hit someone with an
Like,
ion missile?
automatic cannon.
Got a raider.
All right, let's go, team.
Two cruisers. Deploying a Corvette.
I gotta
Okay,
say,
Ford, I don't know if that's a late April Fool's Day joke or if you're actually serious about that, but
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I knew that, but I hadn't been saying anything because I didn't want to spoil stuff that I had inside knowledge of. But if Jeremy wants to talk about it,
okay, yeah.
you know,
Jeremy, the way you include it in the game is you get somebody to animate it eating an enemy, and then you make it a kit frame that eats a whole enemy and spits out their bones.
I mean, theoretically, if the
No, it
Targ
doesn't. No,
skeleton
it
was
not
not
eats
the
their
Targ,
bones.
Right, it eats their
tardigrade.
bones. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, they could just reuse the tardigrade animation. That'll do.
Yeah.
So bored. It's gonna get relegated to the same nether world. Sorry, as
Pilot error. Pilot error.
Pilot error. I got shot.
That's the game's way of nicely saying skill issue.
Pilot diff.
Locking onto me.
All right, let's see.
All right. I tried really hard to evade that missile without
know-
using countermeasures, but no, I'm just gonna use countermeasures.
Unless there's like a convenient map prop for me to hide behind right next to me,
I wonder.
it's countermeasures.
Yeah.
I wonder whatever
Yeah.
happened to those humans who tried taking over that museum.
I assume they got
They're
8.
still stuck in there to this day.
Locked onto me.
Human affected. What do you got that?
From the Moopsy episode.
Oh.
When Jeremy is in business mode, you always respond so formally to anything I say, even if it's a joke, that I'm like, I have a moment of like, did I offend Jeremy by talking about good ways to use Moopsy?
Oh,
And then I
man,
have to remember
every
this.
time I
No, that's
say
just the way you
something-
talk when you're officially representing STO, which makes sense.
Every time I say something to anyone, I always get that little fear in the back of my head.
Yep, same.
No, oh, me too. God, yeah, I get paranoid. I'm like, haha. Yeah, and okay, so Bort, favorite Star Wars ship, since we're doing Star Wars ship.
Oh yeah, I mean we can hit everyone in chat with that. Favorite Star Wars ship, go.
Yeah.
Missile coming at me. I'm hit.
Personally, I love the Venator.
Mine is obviously the cloak,
It's 100%.
cloak shape.
Okay, this is gonna be a crazy rip, and at least one of you is gonna recognize it. The inexpungible class command ship.
I don't know if I know that one. Ah, pull up!
It is an old ship that looks like a donut with a spire coming out of it, essentially.
Ooh.
Think like the MC-75, but with a, you know how the bridge peeks out on both sides? It has
Yeah.
the towers coming out of it? Kind of like that, but it's a very large circle. And it's from a old, like, KOTOR/SWTOR era comic. And it's
okay.
only featured on, like, 2 panels
Oh,
on the outside.
Okay, I'm gonna link it in chat here.
thank you.
Yeah, it's an old one. It's
There we
a
go.
crazy rip.
Yeah, I don't know. See, what I really love too is the Brahatok gunship because it's
Oh, that's a great one.
obscure and weird.
Yes, but that
It's
is a
so
great
basic,
ship.
But
For the
I
longest-
do enjoy the Venator.
Yeah.
As
See,
well.
Because see, I was obsessed for the longest time with it because it's like I don't know what that is. What is it? What is it? And then finally it's like and then finally I discovered Wikipedia is like it's a Brahatok class. Okay. Yeah, it's like
Flying to
just
battle.
all the really weird, funky
Very
ships and stuff like
Yep.
half the fleet at the end of ESB. We still don't know what those ships are, either in Legends or the new canon.
If you've watched, if you get a chance, you should go check out EC Henry's channel because
Oh,
he's got
yes, that
so
one I
many
have seen.
great like recreation. Like, okay, we've only seen this ship in a blurry frame for like 2 seconds. Let's figure out what it is and like build a model for it. It's really fun.
Yes.
Stop
Yes,
pawing me.
I have seen that. EC.
Honestly, with all the new skins for the Nova class, I actually get decision paralysis with deciding how I want to do my Nova class now.
I'm gonna hang back here since we're about to transition.
That's probably a better
Defense
idea than
codes.
what I did.
You did something and gunned it.
I tried taking out the named enemy, and I got obliterated by the Star Destroyer.
I don't know that I've seen the Hapan Battle Dragon fragrance. Send me a link to that because that sounds cool.
Oh,
It looks like
that
the
is a
Old
cool
base
one.
star. It looks like the old base star.
Oh,
It
okay.
is a really cool ship.
70s.
Yeah. It screams there's a conversation pit on the bridge. That's how 1970s it is.
Oh, I want a conversation pit so bad.
They got a lock.
I kind of too, honestly.
You know, bench seats need to make a comeback. We have those like in ceiling seatbelts. Why not we get bench seats up front?
Corellian HT 2200 medium freighter. Do you know if that was one of the ones they invented for the RPG?
I like the, have you ever seen the YT 2600?
Is that
Maybe?
the Outrider?
Yes.
Oh, yes, then
Yes,
definitely.
yes, I like that one too.
The Outrider? Yeah. Back when I was in high school, I had a group of friends, and we used to do, Star Wars text-based RPG on Discord.
Oh,
wow.
nice.
I think I'm getting EMP'd.
And we had a very like loose rule of cool kind of thing going on with the server. So you could actually build and develop fleets by earning money and
Oh,
you could have
neat.
personal starships and use them as places to RP. It was very fun stuff. But that was the ship I used in that text-based RPG for me and my little crew to travel around the galaxy.
That's awesome. I miss
I
playing
love it.
text-based RPG games. I did a bunch. I did a lot of online role-playing, online wrestling, text-based RPG stuff when I was a kid. but I also, did a few that were something else, and it was always really fun.
This was like incredibly loose. Like we weren't using like any manuals or anything. It was kind of just like completely story based. It was fun though.
I think my Xbox
There's a Prey Bird class fighter. I'm not sure what that is. I mean, I know you're making a Bird of Prey joke, but is there actually a Star Wars ship that looks like that? Because I'm excited.
They're on my tail. Good looking out.
Nope. All right, we're gonna look up Bort's ship real quick.
There is. I'm putting the link in chat right now.
That's funny.
Let me.
I've heard of Bucky's, Rachel. I haven't ever seen one.
Yeah, it's all like kind of Texas south
Yeah.
along
Okay.
I-10.
HT2.
It's not worth
2200.
going to. It's overhyped, and the owner is a massive donor for a certain political party.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
And
it's basically
doesn't
the
like gay
cleanest.
people.
Jeremy, I love this
Yeah,
ship. It is. I'm gonna see if I can get it on stream really quick. Hold on. But it is. It is a Millennium Falcon cockpit strapped to several boxes. That is
Oh, I
great.
love the uglies.
Yeah, I mean it's not. It's clearly a design, not like an ugly, but.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that one.
I'm pulling it up on stream right meow.
You want to go to Shenanigans for dinner?
Ha.
Star Destroyer.
Swear to God, I'm gonna pistol whip. This guy says shenanigans. Right, that didn't save for some reason. Let's try that again.
You know, that movie is so dumb, but God, it's funny.
Yes. I mean, that's a lot of the great comedies.
Yeah. And
Here,
Airplane
this
is
is Jeremy's
just a
boxy
line-for-line
ass ship.
remake of some 70s movie.
And I love it. I
But,
love this.
you know, with a comedy.
Yeah. I love this boxy ass ship, Jeremy. I love it looks like somebody kit bashed it, which is great. All right, I should get back to flying, so I'm not abandoning my team. But
Someone warn the Empire I'm coming for him.
Enemy shields disabled.
Damn it, I hit the
Attack
wrong
Star
button.
Destroyer.
I hit center L stick to rebalance my shield. That's like, no, that's a boost.
So, you know what I do find
It's-
kind of funny
no,
is I
it's
kind of
rebalance.
what I find kind of funny though is I did kind of predict the lower decks.
we
Like,
think we lost you. You said
what
lower
ships
decks,
are
and then it
going
wasn't.
to-
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was always an easy guess because I guess the Obina is new, but
Enemies locked onto me.
I'm still kind of. How long ago did the Theseus class come out to STO? Because I was kind of shocked to see that become
About 18 months.
a builder for account wide.
Yeah, it was about 18 months.
But actually, Jeremy, I think it is pretty. Like, it's not pretty in like a sleek, Nabooan
Let's give him hell.
kind of ship way, but it's pretty in a like. This was very fun. This was clearly designed, and it's a lot of fun.
Is there a way to fly the N1 starfighter in this game? I'd love that.
No. If only it had persistent upkeep. God, we'd be flying like the E-wing, and we'd be flying.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know.
Our frigate can't take much.
I'm sure that. Well, no, I was gonna say I'm sure there's mods for that kind of stuff, but actually, last time I looked at Squadrons mods, there weren't really many,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Starbuild has a mod for the N1.
Nice. The N1 was
know,
the
give it
final
10 years.
unlockable fighter in one of the Rogue Squadron games.
Oh yeah.
And that was great. I loved those games.
Whoever is
Rogue
flying
Squadron
this
2 is
Raider
my
Corvette
favorite.
is an actual psychopath. What is this guy's flight path, man?
See, this is the.
Evasion.
Is it?
I don't know. I think he's just jamming to the Beastie Boys.
Ow,
He
ow,
likes the
ow.
beats and shouting.
Imperial Raider destroyed.
So it is kind of funny. I was doing this thing in GTA. I was like taking on these army jets with a P-51 Mustang,
Uh-huh.
and I just ended up playing Sabotage the whole time
Nice. Hey, it's not a bad song.
in GTA.
The Beastie Boys music is good. It just some of the lyrics haven't aged particularly
No.
well.
That is
No, they
for
have
sure.
not.
Oh my god, how do I get on the other side of this rock?
Unfortunate because Girls has some banging rhythm.
Yeah.
This is a fun track.
What what we need is for Weird Al to parody all their songs. That's how we get through blurred lines. Oh crap, our Corvettes are down.
crimes.
Yep.
Whatever, Vanguard. Keep the Empire off our flagship, or this mission is lost.
Whoa!
Oh.
Alright, looks like one more pilot, and we move back into attack mode.
I hopefully have that going. Oh my god, die.
I am waiting for a pilot.
Oh, there we go.
I've been locked on too.
Alright. Well, I got one anyway.
If I can get behind a wing of creeps right as they're flying in, I'll just do that instead, because I think that ends up being worth more than a player.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go into the when I get a chance to today. I am gonna get me some supplies in GTA and start doing it's an idle glitch basically. You can just sit in a taxi and the game just won't kick you out.
Nice. Major Rev, a rock is a rock is a rock is a rock.
Like you don't even have to tell the taxi to go anywhere. It'll just let you sit in the menu, picking where you want to go, and the game will just say, sit there.
Alright, shield's down.
Alright,
I'm
down.
making a run on the shield generator.
I got it. I'm on it.
Did someone
From the
take
target
out that
system.
bloody tractor beam?
Alright,
actually
shield
find
is
that.
down permanently.
Yeah. So you can actually target the tractor beams and destroy them.
I didn't even
It's-
realize
it's-
Star Wars had those.
Got what?
Tractor beams? They're in the second scene of the first movie.
Yeah, it's the two little cones at the front of the
Docking bay?
main docking bay of the tractor beams. Yeah, the
Okay.
two little cone shaped bobs.
I mean, you do gotta remember, most of my Star Wars experience
I got it, bro.
is Lego.
That's fair.
I just wanted the tractor beams gone. If I'm being
Yeah, I got 'em.
completely honest.
Yeah, and the ones for so these ones are the two little cones on either side of the main landing bay, and there's two little nodes on either side at the aft of the landing bay of the MC-75 of the tractor beam. When you leave, you can actually
Oof.
see it.
Didn't switch to shields fast enough. Yes, Rachel, I do agree with the factual statement you have made, which is not usually something you have to agree or disagree with, but...
My kill cam has all their cannons facing up, shooting at me. It's
Nice. I guess you got their attention.
Yes, I did.
I actually crashed my ship trying to find what you were talking about
Oh, sorry.
in the chat.
Vanguard 3, that
Welcome back,
Corvette
Dexter.
ships are down,
Major Rev, that would be fun.
basically.
I first encountered Uglies in the novel I, Jedi, which is probably still my favorite Star Wars book.
That's Lucina, right?
No, that's, Stackpole.
Stackpole. Oh, sorry, that's kind of loud even for me.
Oh, that's alright. Didn't sound that loud.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was just like even from my ear right here, it was like I was like, ah, that was.
I should have stayed home.
Shoot.
Flagship's targeting system has been destroyed.
What?
We gotta hit him. We're down to 50% hull.
Working on it.
I need to try and hit it from the back.
Pause.
Yeah, ours is down to 58%.
I'm gonna try and hit the Star Destroyer from behind and see how that goes.
Okay, well, okay. But right now, we need to defend our ship because we're gonna lose. Okay,
Yeah.
and shields are down.
Oh no! Ow!
I'm coming.
Ooh.
Rerouting all.
Ooh, the
power
guy
to
hit with a
the-
Goliath missile.
Hive is taking too much damage.
Yep. Our right shield is down, power's offline, and yeah.
Our tractor beam has been destroyed.
Tractor beam is down too, which is bad.
Yes.
But we are taking it back slowly, so just keep shooting them.
Yeah. One or two more should do it. Yeah, somebody's running with that Goliath missile. That thing is a beast if you can get it off.
That's the one you can't aim. You just have to, or you can't target. You just have to fire
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yes, and it's a big beastie.
All right. Star Destroyer is really weak. Let's get this done, squad.
All right, moving in. All right, moving on the targeting system. 1,800 meters and closing. 16. Oh,
Yeah!
never mind then.
All done.
Oh no, one of my
I-
mates are inviting me to a party.
Jeremy, I totally agree with you. Space combat tends to get too crunchy. I do like doing it in like narrative light rules systems, but even then, if everybody's on one ship, it's
give me
hard
a-
to do a.
Alright.
It's hard to do. You know, it's hard
Can
to
we have
do
a
everyone
second
on
before
turn.
we start the next match?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I might call it here because my butt is starting to hurt from sitting here.
Oh, Yeah,
Yeah,
no
'cause,
worries.
But this
one of my
was
fleet mates is inviting me to a party,
got it.
and I'm on track for promotion to captain.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Well, this was
Join
awesome,
my fleet. I'll
y'all.
bump you up to fleet admiral just the second you join.
Well, this was
We don't
awesome.
have much, but
Well, this was awesome.
Yes, it was.
Trexford,
Thank
thank
you
you
for
for organizing it.
Alright.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Next week
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
be
Thanks
playing
for
the
having
games
us
that
on.
y'all voted, which are No Man's Sky and City of Heroes Homecoming. But it was fun to get one more Squadrons in. I like this game a lot. I will quickly run through my usual ending stuff. Maybe it is very difficult. I can just move the joystick. So I can't type around this joystick. I can just put it away. We're done playing Squadrons. All right, so I've got some socials I'd love for y'all to follow me on. I'm Vengeance God on Blue Sky and Broken Infinity Films on Instagram. We have a Discord in this here community that I would love for you to check out. The link for the League of Swords YouTube channel just went up. It's a high-octane sword fighting show, and we're starting rehearsals for our next show right now, so I would love if you would get a shot at that. I am, let's see, what else? I'm on the host of 3 podcasts on the Ace of Geeks Podcast Network, and we might have 2 of the other hosts on tomorrow's stream. I don't actually know what tomorrow's stream is going to be yet. My pie in the sky plan is that I would love to do a rival stream during the day and split fiction with Mailing at night. But I may have to go and pick up my best friend, who's another podcast host, from like somewhere between here and Ventura during the day, which would mean that I probably can't do the during the day stream. So we'll see what happens. I will keep you guys up to date in the Discord. Also, I've got a wish list if you want to buy me stuff. And if you want to buy yourself stuff, there is a merch store right here that you can get some really cool shirts, including ones designed by Mr. Duncan Idaho himself, who, yes, anyway. So, let me go see who we're going to raid. Who's on? Sure. Mr. Hurston's only got 1 viewer, so rating them would be fun. All right. So thanks everybody. Thanks to Broseph and Disco and Trexpert for joining and hanging out with me today. Y'all are awesome. And thank you to everybody else for tuning in. And thank you to the Halcyon Daze documentary for that awesome interview at the beginning. Please go and support their Kickstarter. And that's about it. So, folks, we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. And yeah, bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.